What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Redriveraviation. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day today. And today we have the July and August 2022 releases from GeminiJets for you guys. I really hope you guys are excited for today's video. Really excited to see what GeminiJets has going on for these 2 months. They've been known to combine releases like this in the past. It's been quite a while, but really eager to see what they do here. The only reason I know that is because I scrolled down just to see, and then it said July, August. So that is all the more I know about this release. I believe there was some future preview ones removed as well. So if I'm not surprised by some of those, there you go. But everything else, complete surprise. I'm really excited. GeminiJets had some rather interesting releases over the last 3 or 4 months. I was kind of thinking about this on my way home. They've not been so quiet to the point where there's nothing to talk about, but they've also not been near as interactive as some of the releases we got in 2021. So I'm really eager to see if we get a hybrid of all that, or maybe a similar release like we've seen for June and May and April. But sorry, I'm really excited nevertheless, and I'm really interested for sure. So nevertheless, I hope you guys are excited for this, and let's get into the GeminiJets releases for July and August of 2021. Here we go. So here's the banner, of course. And it's been a while. I'm really excited. Obviously, since they combined it, they waited till later in July to announce these. So it has been quite a while, probably like 5 weeks. So really excited to see what we have going from GeminiJets. And without any further delay, let's jump into it. Here we go with our first aircraft. And it will be a Icelandair Boeing 737 MAX 8 Tango Foxtrot India Charlie Echo for $50.95. Now, this was a future preview. It's the light blue livery, I believe. And we already have pictures too, so no need to wait on that. So we kind of get a hybrid of a release reaction and a tier list ranking, if you will. It looks pretty good. I don't see any major issues. I think that light blue may be just a touch light, but keep in mind I can just see it from the yellow blasting in my eyes that this photo has like 110 saturation. So I'm not going to go into the full assessment, but it looks pretty good from the glance, and I'm happy to see that it looks pretty good. The only thing I will note on is they're taking these from a drone at this point. Like, come on, bro. But nevertheless, still looks really good, and I know it's going to satisfy a lot of desires. If I had some more airports in those regions, the regions in the United States, like the Northeast and all that get these aircraft, maybe I'd consider this, but maybe I'll still consider it because it's a beautiful plane. I really like it, but the one I really want is that Heckler Royal 757. So nice to see that though for Icelandair, and that's going to satisfy a lot of desires. And thank goodness for no price increase this month. It is still $50.95. Yay. Okay, very nice. Let's take a look at our next aircraft. And another thing, they're starting with I, so we've skipped A, B, C, D, so no American, no Delta, no any of that. That's all gone for this month. So, yeah, there we go. Lufthansa 787-9 Dreamliner Delta Alpha Bravo Papa Alpha. So following suit to NG, and this one looks really nice. So I'm assuming we're getting the flaps down here. That's awesome. They did a very good job on that. No complaints from the assessment. That looks like a Lufthansa 787-9. That is great. So good job there by Gemini to nail that. And there is no reason not to buy this one unless you don't want to. This is great. So good job by Gemini. And the saturation and exposure is so bad, I can see the defective white reflection off the fuselage. You can barely see the Wi-Fi box. Yes, it's zero wide and all that, but man, it is that exposed. So there you go for Gemini, but hey, they're making pretty good. So yeah, not bad. Very nice. And the flaps down. We can look at the picture for fun because why not? Yep, looks pretty good. I did get to see my first flaps down 747 airliners, and man, they are very cool mold. So my perception of that's very much changed, but still really cool. And for anybody looking for that particular configuration of it, there you go. So there it is. And that is another reason if you do want a Gemini one to get the Gemini. So there you go. And now a CRJ 900. So the Lufthansa Collectors Europe, you guys are in store today. Got Icelandair and now 3 Lufthansas. Here's the Bombardier CRJ 900. Looks pretty good. Horizontal stabilizers look to be a pretty good angle. The engines look fairly good. A little off. This one seems closer than that one. I'm not sure. But again, that's not a tier list. But how about antennas? No kidding. Wow. That's awesome. So we are getting aerials on the CRJs now. That is very cool. They personally look pretty good from the glance. I mean, that's awesome. So these molds are really starting now. They're increasing these prices left and right. So if you're going to keep increasing them, you have to do something with it. And I will give them credit for adding aerials at long last to this. So that looks really good too. I think it's a nice looking plane. So that's a big desire right there. And for any regional jets to come on the 900 at least, we can expect aerials now. So that's really cool. And I think that they're continuing to innovate into these smaller details. So good job by Gemini for picking up on that. And it is cool to be finally able to do a release and reaction with the pictures. I feel like that's really cool. So $46.95 on that one, not too bad. Very nice. Qantas Embraer ERJ-190. So this is just going to be a really small one for Gemini here. They could be having shipping issues. I'm not sure, but not looking like we're going to be buying much from this one. But nevertheless, Victor Hotel Uniform Zulu Delta. And that one looks pretty solid as well. So this is a big-time international release. And this is what last July was. I mean, it was all internationals for the most part. So another cool-looking aircraft. Looks good. The Kangaroos are looking nice. Victor Hotel, Uniform Zulu Delta once again. And, yeah, looks really good. Glad to see it. And hopefully it turns out well. And I really like the Kangaroo on the winglet, too. That's really cool. Very nice. And a United 737 MAX 8, actually, November 27261 in the Being United livery. Very cool. So it's interesting to see them do this aircraft. I really wouldn't have expected this from Gemini, for them to go into the special realm. So that's very cool to see. It's a very meaningful purpose, too, and I'm glad to see them do it. I just was not expecting that from Gemini. I was thinking they were going to stick to the standard stuff because that's what they've been doing a lot of. This is more of like an NG type livery to be done, but I'm not complaining. So it's cool to see Gemini doing that. I'm sure this will be a hot one for all the what's the way I want to word this? The very fixated United collectors. Not very fixated, but people that really like United are definitely going to get this plane. Probably not one for me, but still a very cool aircraft. And yeah, and if you missed out on the original Max and really want one, this one's not too different. Just a nice Being emblem right there, whatever you want to call it, icon. Looks really cool, and I'm glad to see it. So that's really nice right there. Very good. And we have a UPS 747-400. This is so reminiscent of last year because we got a Dash 8 last year in July. But nevertheless, November 580 uniform Papa with the optional closed doors configuration. This is a cool one. I really like that, and they did a good job on it. So anybody that's doing a Louisville, the Worlds, or whatever it may be, this is definitely a must. I do have actually the normal configuration hanging out right there, but that's a very cool aircraft. I'm really glad to see them do that, and I think it's going to be a hot seller. So very nice, and if you've wanted a UPS 747 for a long time and haven't got an interactive plane yet, this is an awesome opportunity to do it. So very nice right there for the 1-400s. And that's it. So yeah, not too many purchases, but I can't complain. We do have some Maxes, though, to finish that off, and that would be the Lockheed C5M Super Galaxy, the Westover Air Force Base. Very cool. That's a good-looking aircraft right there. Sorry about my taskbar, but that looks really good. I like the red stripe right there. Really wanted the C5 be one various military planes. Don't know if this will be the one, but I really like to see that right there. I like the nose cone. It's a cool-looking mold, so I'm glad to see Gemini do that. That looks really, really nice. Very cool. It is interesting, though, with this lighting. This doesn't seem quite as much sun. This seems more like a lamp this time around. It's so hit or miss, but at the same time, you have this right here. So that's a big topic for way down the line. Possibly this one was different. I'm not sure. This whole release seems a little janky, but probably sunlight. Who knows? But nevertheless, that's a topic for another time. But very nice. 870037. Very nice. And along with that, we're also going to get a McConnell Air Force Base KC-135 Stratotanker. I think I'm going to get this. As you guys know, I live pretty close to McConnell Air Force Base. I'm obviously near Stillwater, Oklahoma, and that's right there in Wichita. And I've actually probably seen a couple of these. I don't know if I've seen this exact aircraft, but I'm really curious, and I know where the folder is, so I'm going to pull it up really quick. So, yeah, I know that's going to be a crazy buy for me, but I have wanted another one for the Air National Guard for Phoenix, and just to have some more generic ones, because I have that Hawaii one, and that one's really nice. But let's take a look here. Alrighty, guys, I apologize for this deviation, but I'm really curious, and if I saw it, I'm definitely getting it. If I have not, then I'm probably still getting it. But nevertheless, I know it's a bizarre one, but let me put it off on the other side of the screen here and see if we've seen one. So the tail number of this one is 3534. This is 23554. Okay, so... Oh, 3-4. This is 5-4. Man, that was close. That was really close. So there's no 6 on this, so it's going to be the numbers, but these are my pictures from the summer of 2019. So, yeah, I'm just trying. There we go. That's a really crappy one at 5-4. That is a really crap. That's 5-4 again. This one's 800, but yeah, it's the McConnell with the white. So yeah, I'm definitely going to be getting that aircraft. I just want to see if I've seen it. That's 554 again. That was in some better lighting from the hotel room. 554. I think they're all going to be fun. They may all be 554, but 554, I wish it was. This is 3-4, not 5-4. Is that seriously all the shots? Okay, so nevertheless, sorry about that deviation, but I will definitely be getting that. It's weird, but I really want another KC-135 anyways, and that kind of represents my region really well. So very excited about that. And yeah, at Oklahoma National Guard, we don't have any big aircraft military-wise. So, well, KC-46 is at Tinker, but for now, that will really satisfy my desires region-based. So yeah, I didn't think that was going to be a Gemini Max aircraft, but that's exciting. So expect that to come in a upcoming unboxing soon. Very nice. And, you know, maybe I'll think about the Iceland Air, but I think the McConnell Air Force Base KC-135 is going to be great. So, very nice right there. Very nice. Very excited about that. Here we go with the 1-200. It's going to be interesting. How about an Aerostar DC-915? That's going to be a popular retro aircraft November 784 Tango Whiskey. So, kind of similar to 984. That was obviously our American MD-80, of course. This is a good-looking aircraft right here. I like it, of course. This is a very unique mold for Gemini. I'm glad to see them do more of these retro planes. I don't know if they have this mold anymore in the 400 scale, but it's a really cool aircraft for 1-200. So, sure, a lot of people are going to be on top of that. That is awesome. Very nice. Excuse me. There's the Breeze. A220-300 long last 203 Bravo Zulu. Turned out really good. This actually looks really good. I like this more than the 400. Haven't even got the 400 out yet. Very soon. But nevertheless, really, really nice. They did a good job on that. So I'm glad to see how nice that looks. And that looks really, really good. So good job by Gemini for nailing that. That was nice. CP Air Canadian Pacific 727-200 Charlie Golf Charlie Papa Bravo. Yeah, another good-looking aircraft. Got some silver lining on there. Yeah, this is outside. Yeah, it was a weird... That shadow is kind of off. It's compared to what it normally is. But yeah, definitely outside. This is a dead giveaway here on the apron. But yeah, it looks really good. I really like it. It looks very nice. So that's a cool-looking aircraft. And maybe they'll come down to 400. We'll see. That's a cool plane. Sorry about the taskbar. It's kind of going all whack today. But that's looking really good. Very glad to see that. Emirates Sky Cargo 777-200 Freighter. This is Alpha 6 Echo Foxtrot Mike. These are really cool aircraft. I'm trying to remember if I saw one of these before, but yeah, these are really nice. Love the interactive, the L1 door especially. That's so cool. So great job by Gemini for satisfying those desires, and it looks really good. I'll be eager to see if they can do that in 1-400 sometime for interactive 777. That's very cool. Iceland Air Max also coming up to the 1-200 scale already, and let's see what the color looks like. I'm very interested to see if they made them simultaneously or not. I don't know if I'm going to get my answer, though, due to the lack of loading for whatever reason. I don't know what that's about, but it's not loading, so there we go. It looks pretty similar to me. Oh, the nose cone looks even worse on the Max for the 1-200 than the 1-400. Yuck, but it's still a good-looking aircraft, and for any Iceland Air enthusiast, that's going to definitely satisfy desires. So glad to see that, and that's a good-looking aircraft right there. Very nice. KLM 737-700 also coming up to 200. Papa Hotel Bravo Golf India. Looks pretty good outside the nose cone and the engines, but that's not the topic, not the rabbit hole we're diving into today. I have to be appreciative that the aircraft looks really nice at delivery, and it's a good-looking aircraft. So good job by Gemini right there. That looks very good. Or Gemini 200, I should say, in that case. And the flaps and slats extended. I did not see the bottom aircraft. The microphone blocked it up, but I was just trying to get to this. KLM flaps down. That looks really nice. This may be one of the first international planes outside the U.S. they've done a flaps down 737 for, which is pretty cool. So, yeah, for any Europe collector, if you really like KLM, that would be a no-brainer, I believe. So, very cool to see that. That is really nice. And it's not a special delivery or anything, just a nice standard delivery. I like it. And the light blue, it seemed a little light, but I think it's that saturation. So, nevertheless, good to see that, though. And the Latam 787-9 makes the 200 as well. A lot of these from the June releases. Charlie Bravo Golf Mike. And, yeah, looks really good. Can't complain there. That is a good-looking aircraft. I think the color was also slightly improved compared to the 400. So, good-looking aircraft, but that could be the difference between the saturation from picture to picture. So, I don't know, and I did see the pictures for the June releases. They are rather interesting, to say the least. So, very nice, though. I did end up getting the Emirates and the American, and that was it. Yeah, just those two. So, nice. Maybe I'll get the American flaps down later on, but not right now. Especially for the color. There's the Lufthansa freighter, Delta Alpha Lima Foxtrot Alpha. So good variety in this set. I really like the 200s this month. This is another good looking aircraft. Just nice, simple. Looks really nice. Lots of Eurolights nowadays, man. They just don't stop. This is a good looking aircraft, and I think they did a good job on it. So good job, Gemini. And very niche space aircraft, I think, for 200 collectors, but I'm sure that some people will be interested. So nice to see it. Of course, you have to have the interactive because absolutely, and it looks good. I can't complain too much. So, good-looking aircraft right there. They did a phenomenal job. Very nice. And we have a Qantas Airbus A380 making up to 1-200. Victor Hotel Oscar Quebec Bravo. That is probably the buy of the month for our Australia collectors. I'm sorry, I can't think of regions sometimes. But this is a good-looking aircraft. This looks really nice. Just nice, simple. It is the newer font, of course. I'm sure some collectors would prefer the older one. But I still think it looks really good, and it's pretty simple. It's not too big of a difference. So just look how massive that aircraft is. You can just see the taxiway, which is probably like this big wide, and the first two engines are on it. So that just shows you how big the Airbus A380 is. That is crazy, but very nice. And we also have a C-17 from the Mississippi Air National Guard. I did not know they had these. 033119. And spin, spin, spin. I don't know why some pictures just need a second click, it looks like. But, yeah, that's good looking. I like the blue stripe there. That is really nice. And, yeah, Very detailed mold, it looks like. Really nice proportions. I haven't seen a C17 release in a long time for 200, so that is really good looking. I think they did a good job on it. I like the engines, and that's some good variety right there. They did a good job on that. So great job by Gemini. That is really nice. And we also have a E4 750125 airborne combat post. Nice. So we haven't got an E4 in even longer, I don't think. And oh yeah, baby, that is awesome. That looks really nice. So expect that to be a hot seller. If you want that, you're going to really need to get that picked up because that is a good looking aircraft. And you can obviously see these aerials, but thanks to Gemini for just absolutely going insane on the exposure. It's just very hard to see it. But 400, if they do this again, would be very interesting. But if you don't know, this is one of the hottest selling aircraft in the 1-400 market. The one that they did back in like 16 or 17 is a very hot seller. But I'm really excited to see them doing 1-200. And that is a gorgeous airplane. I think it was like $200. $216.95. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. That is awesome. Any more? Nope, that is it. That's a great way to finish. That's really good. So, yeah, interesting release. They were definitely anticipating that summer slowdown. They do this every year where they have the slowdown. They'll even combine it like they did in this case. So, I'm not too upset. There's been a lot of great NG releases recently, and this will justify me getting that Continental Globe 739 that I really wanted. I'm good to do it because you guys can. I really like the McCord KC-135, and that's a very unique thing because that is just a lot of people are not going to care because it's McCord. McConnell, excuse me, not McCord. Gosh, I have my C-17, but I'm talking about the KC-135 right now. Now, it's a very unique situation, but that's what model collecting is all about, getting those unique situations. I know a lot of you guys are going to enjoy those 3 Lufthansas, the Icelandair, the Qantas Link, and even the Being Boeings. I know they're a great example of that. So I can't complain too much. This is a great release. I'm just going to be getting that McConnell KC-135 because if you guys don't know, I'll actually show you guys on the map just to give you guys some retrospective. Okay, so here's my map right here. So here's Stillwater right here, and obviously I do a lot of spotting over here at Tulsa and Oklahoma City and all these fun areas. So this is kind of my region, and I'll just zoom out to show it a little bit better. But here in Wichita and Kansas, of course, right here, right about here, this is McConnell Air Force Base right here, and I'm sure we can find their on the satellite somewhere on here. There should be all the KC-135s lined up somewhere, or they may be in the hangars in this satellite, but this is, I'm assuming, where the KC-135s would park, and they have a huge Air Force base here with a lot going on. I'm pretty sure they have some KC-46s and different planes too. Yeah, and there's even a B-52 here on the ramp, some desolate planes. But this is way off the topic. But the point I'm trying to illustrate here is that it's a regional based. I mean, obviously, you know, I could go buy the McCord C-17s from up here, but this is a lot more regional for me. And I've seen the aircraft before, so it's something I definitely want to get, and I'm really excited because I think it'll be a cool aircraft. And yeah, and it finally fills that void of having a really, I don't want to say a really good excuse, but it finally gives me a very valid reason to finally get a normal KC-135 with no tail emblem or just the McCord, and that's very easy to live with. So that's perfect. That's what I've been looking for. And I've seen the aircraft anyways, and this is too good of an opportunity. So thank goodness I've learned a lot over the last 3 years, because if that would have been 2018 or 19, I definitely would have passed on it. Guaranteed. Wouldn't have even noticed. But my knowledge has enhanced so much, and I'm really glad because that has given me the opportunity to get some really cool planes like that. And that is my number one goal with this YouTube channel, is to continue to continue to share that knowledge and experience and information with you guys, to continue to help you guys, inspire you guys, and that's what we do around here. And I'm really excited for the upcoming content to come for that, and I hope you guys are too, because it's an absolute blast to get to share this content with you guys. I can't thank you guys enough for watching, and I hope to inspire you guys and to continue to enhance our knowledge on these subjects. So again, sorry this was a very long release reaction. It really shouldn't have been that long, but yeah, it's a nice way of saying that it's a good release, and there's a lot of particular needs that are not needs, but a lot of particular wants that everybody got fulfilled in this release. So we can't complain too much with that. It's a way to save money as well, so can't complain too much. Good job by GeminiJets, and yeah, so that is about all she wrote here for, the GeminiJets July, August 2022 releases. Really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know which ones you guys are getting in the comment section. I'll be very eager to hear. And feel free to use the link below for the Midwest Model Store if you guys are looking for a good place to buy these models, because I highly recommend them. They do a great job. Highly recommend it. You can use the code Redriveraviation for 5% off. And yeah, link below, so feel free to check it out. But nevertheless, with all that being said, that will do it for today's video, everybody. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. My name is Redriveraviation. I thank you guys so much for watching. Take it easy, everybody. Stay safe. Trust the process. Do what you love and love what you do. My name is Redriveraviation. I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys soon as Redriveraviation is signing off.